You're listening to the Chronicles of Living podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk. Greetings, my visionary dreamers. How's everybody doing on Let's Talk Sunday? Yes, I am late. I was taking a nap. I'm sorry, I overslept. So, how's everybody doing today? This is to you first timers. Welcome to Chronicles of Living podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know, it's extraordinary folk over here doing the damn thing the best way we can. And I am ADionne, your host for the most, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit, y'all, out here in this world. Yes, and like I said, I was taking a little nap. I was in La La Land. And then I turned around and I'm like, oh my gosh. So there's no description. I'll go back in and put the description in. And I want to apologize for not showing up last week. I did spend some time with my son because I was his father and mother. So, we celebrated Father's Day together. Okay. But, nevertheless, happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there that's really doing what they're supposed to do and doing the best that they can do with what they have, you know, with the knowledge that they know how to be a father, you know. Kudos to you. Keep doing the damn thing. Keep being that father to your child. And if you one of those fathers out there that's going through little hustle and tussle because a relationship, the co-parenting thing is just not working. Just hold on. Just continue to show up the best way you can. Continue to connect with your child the best way you can, because I've had some people tell me about their stories. But as long as you keep showing up at the end of the day and that child knows that you are trying your best, you will win in the end. Let me say that. But if you're one of them daddies that just don't even try, oh well, what can you expect? Okay, that's all I want to say today about that. And I wish I would have did a special show for you. I'll just do a show about men one day. Okay, I'll make it up to you guys. Nevertheless, let's get to the topic at hand. Do what you can when you can. Stop overextending yourself. Okay, guys? Stop overextending yourself. This show, like I always tell y'all, when I make these shows up, they're not just for you. They are for me. I'm talking to myself as well all the time. You know, every show title that I have went in and reflected on myself. And a lot of the times these topics come up at the spur of the moment, like this one did. You know, it came up at the spur of the moment. But nevertheless, there are always things that I need to talk about with myself as well. And I need to reflect on myself as well. So if you've been following the show or following the YouTube channel, which I know that the videos are random, and I apologize for lying on one of those videos saying I was going to do it every day, but it's work. I'm sorry. So till I get a flow, that's how it's going to be. At least I'm making an attempt. I'm doing the best I can when I can. I'm not overextending myself. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So, and I'm catching myself when I overextend myself because, guys, you know, that was like an addiction of mine, you know, up until recently. It was an addiction of mine, overextending myself because, you know, I have so much love. Oh my gosh. I have so much love for folk, and I always want people to, I just want people to know that I love them so much that I always used to overextend myself until recently. Like I said, I'm catching myself each time I find myself overextending myself. And when I promise out a certain thing and it doesn't work out, even if it's last minute, I will give the courtesy and call the person and let them know, like, look, this is not going to happen. I can't make it happen. You know what I mean? And I have to let it go. And how they receive it is how they receive it, whether they like it or not. That was my problem. I didn't want to let people down. You know what I mean? And in the process of overextending myself, I'm just telling you my backstory, okay? So you can know what I mean by this title. In the process of all the years of overextending myself, I found that when I couldn't come through, that's all people would see is the times that I couldn't come through. They would just forget about all the times that I did come through. And then when they would come at my neck and say, oh, well, you not showing up for this, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that. And then when they would push that button, and then I had to remind them and go all the way down the list of how many times I've been there or what I did do, then it becomes, oh, you throwing things in my face, and if you was doing it from the heart, then you wouldn't put it in my face. But they forget that they push that button and they try to discredit all the efforts that I've ever made in throughout their life since I've known them, whether it's been family or friend. You know what I mean? I had to, if you follow the YouTube channel, and if you don't, do go over there and watch. I think it's the last video that I uploaded about self-love. Because like I said, I'm on this self-reflecting journey of myself and of loving myself. And I am offering those suggestions to other people, which I find that some people, when I offer those suggestions to them, they take it in a negative sense, or they twist it around as if I'm just talking to them. Even though I've already expressed, look, I'm on this journey of self-reflection. So I'm talking to me first. I'm not pointing a finger as to how my life has turned out anymore. I'm not pointing a finger as to how I got myself jammed up with financial commitments because I decided that somebody was more important than my financial commitments. And because I wanted to make them so happy and I wanted to make sure they had what they needed, I would spend some of my bill money. They wouldn't know it. I did it because that's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I just didn't let them know anything. And I did it, and I dealt with the repercussions as they came. So here recently I decided, like, you know what? If it comes up, even if it's the day of, I'm going to let the person know, like, look, it's just not going to happen. My intentions was to be there, but shit happens. Life happens. You know what I'm saying? Stuff changes day by day. And if a person can't receive that and can't just acknowledge the fact that, okay, at least this person gave me the common courtesy to call me and let me know and didn't just not show up. If that's not enough for them, then you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that. Let them go through whatever emotions they want to go through. And you be okay with that, knowing that you have done the best you could within that person's life. You know what I'm saying? I have noticed that since I've taken this approach in my life, I'm just seeing how people can be so unappreciative. And yet when you call them on it, they become defensive and then come at your neck in all these other kind of crazy ways. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, wow, it's like you're damn if you do and you're damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example. I had a friend, a longtime friend, and we've had a lot of ups and downs, but one thing about us, we've always had each other's back. Well, in certain ways, we've had each other's back. Let's say that. So, but when it came to supporting each other, each other's talents, gifts, and stuff like that, we've always pretty much, cheered each other on, or, try to be there for each other, whether it be financially, whatever. So recently I had reached out to this person, for some help financially. And, they got upset because they couldn't come through for me. And this is the first time they really couldn't come through for me. And they were so, so upset. And I just told them, it's like, yo, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool because I know if you had it, you would have looked out. Don't even worry about it. It's just, I just got to get out here and grind a little bit more, which, I think it was, and they were like, keep me posted. They were so concerned about the fact that they couldn't help me out because what they said to me was, look, I know you, and I know if you ask me, you must really need it. And that's why I feel bad about it. I said, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying about do what you can when you can, but at least be upfront with the person that's asking you. You know what I mean? Be upfront with the person that's asking you. And if the person that's asking you really care for you, really got respect for you, guess what? That is the response that you're going to get, what I gave them. I have respect for this person. I got love for this person. And I know all the different times that they came through for me. I remember that. They don't have to tell me. They don't have to so-called throw it in my face. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't go off and say, you don't got it. You just can't look out for me. You ain't showing up for me. This and any other. They told me they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I told the person I can't make it, and then there's no need to make people feel bad. If they can't come through, they can't come through. If you love and you respect that person and you know how that person is with you and you know how many times the person's been there for you, then that should be enough. That should be enough. And then the thing is, when the last time I told a person that I couldn't show up, I gave them an alternative on how I can show up in a virtual way. You know what I'm saying? In a virtual way, if I say it, then you're going to know who I'm talking about. But so I don't put people out there like that. Just giving y'all a scenario, okay? But I made an alternative. My thing is when I can show up and I make a promise, I always, work at making it up in some type of way. It might not be the way the person want me to, but at least I attempt to make it up to the person, which I don't have to do. I could just be like, yo, I can't do it. That's that. But still, try to make it up. Not good enough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning, y'all, to look at me, look at why I put myself in certain situations. Who is more important at the end of the day? Who is more important? Your own well-being, your own financial commitments, the things that you have, your responsibilities is more important than anything else first. Okay. And then when you can look out for people or do things or travel or whatever and make people happy, then so be it. But my thing is, don't lie about it, y'all. Don't overextend yourself because you don't want to let people down. That's how life goes, y'all. A lot of times we don't plan in life to let people down. We don't want to let people down, but that's just how life goes. Sometimes things are out of our control and we have to accept it. I can't even get the word out. I need something to drink. My mouth's so dry. Oh my gosh. No, my breath don't stink, but my mouth's so dry because I kind of just woke up, but I did go rinse my mouth out. Anyway, but yeah, this is all a part of what I'm talking about. And I'm just passionate about this topic today because I'm really kind of bothered by it. I'm really kind of hurt from it. I'm disappointed as I'm finding out the way different people are coming at my neck when I can't come through the way they want me to come through. You know what I'm saying? When pretty much all my life, that's all I've done is worry about being there for so many people in so many ways because that's what I wanted to do from my heart. It wasn't about accolades and nothing like that. It was just that this is how much love I had for a person. You know what I mean? So I did what I wanted to do. But again, when people push your button and try to call you out and say that you wasn't there for them or try to act like they got a memory lapse or, oh, I only remember this. that would piss you off too, wouldn't it? And this particular person, each time that happens, this is what they do. They take me there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they act like I wasn't there or they didn't ask me. It's not the point that if you ask me or not. The point is, if I can't show up for a certain thing and I'm letting you know I can't show up, instead of you being mad and being unappreciative of the fact that, okay, just the month before I showed up for you, which in this case was just the month before I went on my way and I showed up for you. But the next month I can't. And it's like, I never did anything for you. I never show up. Oh, I'm just a disappointment. Oh, I'm okay. All right. So check this out. From here on out, I won't. You know, I'm just done. I'm just so done and just so done with people because it's just like, you know, like I've always lived, and I'm going on a tangent right here because I know that I'm sure there's a lot of y'all out there feeling me when I say this. I'm sure it is. But you just get to that point where you just like, you know what? F everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because you start looking over your life. You start looking in your past. And you start looking at the fact that when you're going through shit, there's crickets. There's nobody there. People don't check up on you just to check up on you. People don't call and holler at you to say, you know what? How are you doing? You get what I'm saying? How is your day? What they do, they call and tell you about what they're going through. They want you to, you know, encourage them or things like that. And then when you're not available, shit hits the fan. Oh, you just never been there. Oh, you just not, you know what I mean, consistent. Oh, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yet they forget that when was the last time they've been there for you? When was the last time have you even asked them to be there for you? I don't be asking people for nothing. You know, people that know me, they know I don't ask folk for nothing. Just like my friend said to me, you know, when I asked them for that money, I know you must need it because you don't ask folk for things. I don't ask much of nobody, but yet the people that I'm there for and I go out my way for the most are the ones that can't accept when I can't be there. They go on a tangent and they get in their feelings and they become disrespectful towards me. And I think that's just so sad that they can't see that. You know what I mean? So I made a show way back saying stop pointing the finger, which I made that show also about me. You know, like I said, every topic that I talk about is things that I reflected on and that I had to admit to myself, you know, about pointing a finger at people as to why your life is the way it is or why you go through the things you go through and start going inward and looking at yourself and saying, you know what? Why is my life shit right now? What did I do to get in this situation? You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to stop and you got to look at that. Or why is this person just not talking to me no more? Why did this person cut me off suddenly? What part did I take in this? Be honest with yourself instead of being on the defense all the time and trying to go worth with somebody and stop and look at yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm at in life. I'm learning to love myself because I see that no one else will love you the way you can love yourself. And once you know that, guess what? Life begins to change. I apologize about the beep. I got some ignorant folk sometimes that pass by. I apologize for them. Okay. So if you beep your horn when you go through neighborhoods, stop doing it. All right. Because it's very irritating. Anyway, yeah, that's just where I'm at in life. And it's a shame that it took me all of these years to get here. But I mean, it hasn't changed me as a person. I'm still going to always be a giving person. That's never going to change. That's in my DNA. But I'm just being very mindful as to how I give to a person, how much I give to a person, and really paying attention to people's reaction when I can't be there for them. How they react to that. You know what I mean? I had reached out to this person for a whole month, text them, and all of this. And then they called me a month later. And then I asked them, was they mad about something? They hung up on me. You hung up on me because I couldn't make an event that I called you and told you I couldn't make an event. And I told you why I couldn't make the event. And I offered an alternative as to how I could make it up. And it wasn't good enough for you. And you going to hang up the phone on me. And that's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'm really like on this journey, and it's such a awakening for me. I'm so woke now. I'm so like learning how to just detach myself from folk that just don't appreciate me. They say they do, but their actions say different. You know what I'm saying? And then when I pull back, it just becomes, oh, well, you. Okay, well, guess what? I'm at the point in my life where, like I said, I'm not pointing the finger at nobody but me. Every time something goes on in my life, I stop, I take a deep breath, and I look at the situation, and I ask myself, okay, ADionne, what part did you play in this? You know what I'm saying? What part did you play in this? How did this get to this point? I reflect on it. I'm honest with myself. And that's just where I'm at. And if I can't solve the problem with that person, then I'm moving on. Hey, that's just how life goes. You're going to miss some folk. You can love people. But guess what? You can love them from afar too, because all I want in my life right now is love and peace. And I want people around me that can appreciate me and can appreciate the things that I can do and be okay with the things that I can't. And that's just where I'm at in my life. No matter who it is, family, friends, foe, whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be alone in this life, just me and my son, because he about to seem like almost the only one that really appreciate me when I can't come through for him, And I mean, I'm honestly saying that. Matter of fact, he is the one that started telling me and getting on me and riding my back because of the fact that he's been with me pretty much all his life, and He's been with me through all of our hiccups, all the things we've been through, the moves and all the setbacks, the struggles, the obstacles. He's been a part of that. But he also has seen all the times that I've been there for people, all the times that I've overextended myself and the repercussions that came from it, and how I never said anything to those people because I just wanted to make those people happy. And now that he's older, he speaks his mind to me. He's like, Mom, stop doing it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Like, he be adamant about it. You can't do it, Mom. Your financial commitments are more important. And I just listened like, you're right, son. He was like, if they can't handle it, then oh well. He's just like straight to the point. No feel. And I can't blame him because he had first-hand or first row seats to our life, and he was in it. He was in the movie as it was playing. You get what I'm saying? Nobody else was in this movie with us but us. So when people can't appreciate the things that I can do, whether it be a phone call saying, you know what, I love you, I wish I could be there. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could be there for support. If that's not good enough for a person, then oh well. People want you to do extra. Some people, they want a card. They just, and they think like, okay, you can't do this. You can't do that. How about why you can't accept what I can do? How about the fact that me giving you a phone call to say, you know what? I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you. Me sending you a text saying that, you know what? I love you. I'm thinking about you. That's not enough. That's something more dear coming from the heart from a person than things, than showing up, than if you can't show up. You get what I'm saying? At least you took the time out to reach out and call the person, congratulate them, say happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, happy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You took the time out to call them. Not even just to send them a text, but to call them. You know what I'm saying? That's big this time and age of text, to pick up the phone and call somebody. But I've learned to do what people do. If people is into the whole text thing, then that's what I do. I would prefer vocals. I would prefer conversation because I like to talk. But if that's what people at, then hey, I appreciate the text. You know what I'm saying? So guys, we got to stop doing it. We got to stop and really examine before you accept somebody's invitation somewhere, before you tell people that you can make it somewhere. And I know, like I said, there has been times that it's been a month ahead of time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be there. Everything was looking good with my finances. I remember, was it last year that my nieces graduated? All three of them, well, two of them graduated together and the other one. And I was so upset that when the time came, I was in training for this job. And I couldn't make it. Even though I had knew for a whole year. And I'm like, yeah, I'm hyped about it. I'm going to be there. You know what I'm saying? When I say I went through. Nobody felt as bad as I felt. And that's what each and every time I can't make an event. Nobody feels worse than me. But yet, a lot of times those same people will work hard at trying to make you feel horrible. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's all about them. At the end of the day, it's all about them. If somebody wants you to feel horrible because you can't show up, even though you let them know, rather it's up to the moment. And one of my brothers, I let him know, like, kind of that day, I can't make it. Why? Because my son said it. My son said, Mom, no, you're not going to spend this money. No, you're not. It's a long distance. It's going to cost. You're going to spend this money. Then you're going to come back home and you're going to be in a hole. He stopped me. He let me know. You know what I'm saying? Isn't this crazy? My son just texted me. That's funny. He must have felt my spirit. Anyway, he had to bring me back to reality, much as I wanted to be there for my niece and my nieces. And you know what I mean? He had to say, no, yeah, you got the money. But then when you come back, Mom, you're going to be facing these financial commitments. Like, stop doing it, Mom. You know what I mean? He kept it real with me. He's like, I don't want you to be back in this situation. Because, he stay on campus at his college. He was like, I don't want, us to be in that situation no more. And I was like, you're right. And that was all a part of me pointing a finger at myself. It's nobody's fault but myself, but my own, that I put myself in certain situations because of the fact that I was loving people more than me. I was caring about people more than me. I was caring about showing up for people more than me. And it still wasn't good enough for them, So at the end of the day, guys, you will know who really loves you for you, who really appreciates you for you, who really respects you and honor you for you instead of what you can do for them. Although they might say, oh, I didn't ask you for nothing. Oh, this and any other. But yeah, you getting upset because I can't come through for you this time. You're reminding me of the times that I didn't come through instead of focusing on the times that I did come through. So you tell me, what is it really all about? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you tell me. You know what I'm saying? So when a person tell you they can't come through, then look at it like, okay, then that's that. If it's a relationship thing or whatever like that, and you need more from the person, then you let them know, you know what? I love you. I get it. But okay, right now I'm at this point in my life where I just need consistency or whatever, or at least I need somebody to communicate with me more. Like I had a person that couldn't come through for me with us spending time together. But my thing is, okay, well then let's communicate more. Make the attempt to communicate more. But that didn't happen. So then at that point, then it's like, okay, then what you got going on in your life is just more important. Because I get that when people live a distance, it can be a challenge. It could be a challenge to be able to make events and see each other and all that stuff like that. But communication is key, guys. Communication is key. Make up for it through communication. You know what I'm saying? But we just got to stop overextending ourselves. If we can't do it, we can't do it. Same thing with, since this is Chronicles of Living is, about pushing your dreams, your visions and everything. Same thing with your entrepreneurship, with your business, with whatever you're starting. If you can't do it, you can't do it. And I usually don't use the word can't, but in this case, I'm using it. If the money is not there for you to take your business to that certain level at that point, then look at what your money can do at that time. Look at, I wanted to order some more business cards. Perfect example. I wanted to order some new business cards because I'm pretty much ran out. And normally I do a few hundred at a time. But I was like, you know what? Just to get me through, I'm just place the order in 400 instead of 500. You get what I'm saying? That's half the price. Matter of fact, that's probably a third of the price, So that's what I can do right now. It might be small, but I'm focusing on my budget right now. I know I need the business cards, but I know right now, even though it's only probably an extra $40, that's an extra $40 that can go to one of my financial commitments. So that's a perfect example. Don't worry about it. Work with what you got, guys. Don't overextend yourself. Just do the best with what you got right now. And if not, then, print out, if you got a printer or somebody, or somebody with a printer, then print out 50. Go get $5 card stock from Walmart and print out some business cards. Matter of fact, you get the 100 on the sheet, print them out. You might want to get the professionally done ones, but it's plenty of times that I was at the last minute and I had to go somewhere and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't got no business cards. And I just went and got my little $5 little pack, 100 from Walmart and printed me out some business cards. I mean, that's a small thing, but I'm just giving you an example. There are ways around everything, guys. And when you're dealing with people, just know that you have to put yourself first. Whether the person likes it or not. Whether the person agrees or not. You only can do what you can do. That's it. You gotta prioritize. And that's just where I'm at in life. When I shared with that person just how much, I care for them, and I shared with them that, some of the times that I did show up, I put myself in the hole. It then became, now I put you in the hole. I'm like, you still want to make this all about you, right? Okay. All right. I didn't say that. I was just explaining just how much I love you that I did this. And all you did was flip it on the negative side. Like, wow. Okay, I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't no more. I'm just like, all I want is peace in my life. That's just where I'm at. Peace and love. And those who want to be around me and that want to receive it back, the peace and the love, the respect, the honor. Hey, welcome to my world. Welcome to ADionne's world. That's where I'm at with it. That's what we got to get in life. We got to focus on having peace in our life and self-love. Love you, guys. Love you first, because when you love you first, your love for others will be even greater. It really will. Even though you thought it was great before, it will be even greater because there will be a new standard. And because you love yourself so much, because you value yourself so much, if people don't fall in line with that, you're going to notice who falls away from you. You're going to notice who, who just pretty much exits your life. Rather it be, you had to make them exit, or they exit themselves because they don't feel like they can get out of you what they wanted to get out of you anymore. But people show their true colors at the end of the day. And you just have to accept it. And just know not to take it personal. Know that that's that person's journey to start reflecting on themselves as you had to. I'm just sharing the things that I've done for me. I'm sharing the things that the fact that, through life, as I've been reflecting, I just started being thankful for the people that's been in my life, that helped me to become who I am, for the people. Oh my gosh, all these notifications. I hope y'all not hearing this. My phone. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm just I've always been grateful and thankful for people. But I'm really, really reflecting on those people that I thought did me wrong. Let's say that. I'm thankful for those people. I'm thankful for those people because it made me a stronger person. It made me learn how to value myself more. It made me know what my self-worth was. It made me get to this point of enough is enough, and I'm going to stop being all that you want me to be and start being all that I need to be for me first. And then if you're willing to be a part of my life with these changes, then let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And if not, then, oh well, kick rocks. Then thank you for the journey. Thank you for the experience. It sounds cold, but it's really not. That's love. That's love. And also what it does is it helps that person to know what real love is. Maybe they might not get it right then, but they will eventually get it. They will. So that's just where we got to be with it, y'all. We got to get there. So I'm going to let this go. You know what I mean? I'm going to let this conversation go. And this is a good self-talk for me. So be honest, y'all. Be honest with the people that you love. Be honest with people in your life. Don't put up a front and act like you could do something that you can't. Just be honest and just say, look, you know what I mean? I really would love to. Don't ignore people. Just tell them, I really would love to. But right now, I'm just not in a position to do that. I'm not in a position to come see you. I'm not in a position to come to that event. But I send my love and I congratulate you and I wish you the best, and so be it. Call the people whose birthday it is or whatever. And if the person don't want to answer the phone, if the person don't want to return the phone call because they mad because you not there, then there's nothing you could do about that. You tried. That's it. You tried. If it's not good enough for them, then oh well. That's that. You know what I mean? I'm not explaining myself to nobody no more. When they put out there that, oh, I never been there, or they just act like they try to downplay my efforts as to how I've been there in their life, I'm not even saying that no more. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's the way you feel. All right, I'm not even putting my energy out there no more. It stops right here today. I'm not. If they got amnesia and they feel like I haven't done enough for them, then what can I do? I'm not going to break my back no more for people. I'm not overextending myself for people anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm doing what I can, when I can, and that's it. Other than that, kick rocks. So, guys, I hope y'all got something out of the show, and I hope that this has encouraged you guys. I hope that it inspired you. And I always forget to, first off, I did say thank you at the beginning of the show, but I really do appreciate you guys. I just want to take this moment to just tell you how much I really, truly appreciate each and every last one of y'all that listens to the show, especially if you got up to this point. I really do appreciate you guys, and you are the reason that I do this show. This is like an outlet for me sometimes to just vent. As you know, today I was really venting more than anything probably, but I really hope that this helps you to start looking at your life, to start, reflecting on your life and the things that you've been through and the way your life is now and the changes that you can make within your life to become the best version of yourself, because that's what Chronicles of Living is all about, becoming the best version of yourself so that we can live out our dreams, our visions, and our goals in a successful way, and so that we can weather any storms that come our way, and that that you can get up. You can always get up from your fall. Trust me. All you got to do is put one step at a time. Take one step at a time. And life gets better and better every day. Trust me, guys. If nobody knows, God damn. I know. Trust me. I've been through some bullshit. I really did. But I went out in nature today, grounded myself, and I'm back. I'm back. So get out there in nature, guys. When things become very overwhelming, I'm telling you, that's the best medicine. Get out there, find a state park, local park, and just get out there and breathe in that oxygen for a while. Just sit in the grass. If you could get by some water, that is the best. Sit by the water, watch the water, and I'm telling you, life just becomes different, even if it's just for a day. So I'm going to go, okay? This is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. Make sure y'all go out, buy those books. To those who did buy the books, Visionary Dreamer, 90-Day Journal, April ADionne Williams, Amazon.com, and BarnesandNobles.com. Go get the books. I appreciate y'all. And you are tuning in to Chronicles of Living podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. Us extraordinary folk doing the damn thing the best way we can. And that's all we can do. Love you guys. Love you. Peace out until next week. Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Living, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chroniclesofliving.com. Until next time, this is ADionne, your dream pusher. I love you guys.